Good morning. We're going to work out a couple examples so that you can do your assignments today. I hope you guys are all doing well at home. I picked these two and then two more that are going to be kind of covering all the content. I lost my red marker. Who put my, real funny, stick it under my notes. All right, so we're going to change this to scientific notation. It's right now 92,100. And remember, scientific notation, if you watched the video about scientific notation, that is a number between 1 and 10 multiplied by a power of 10. So we're going to take 92,100 and we're going to move the decimal that is right here. We're going to move the decimal to the left until we get a number between 1 and 10. And so the number we're going to end up with is 9.2. 9.2, because we're going to move that decimal to the left. How many times did we move it? We moved it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So it's 9.2 times 10 to the fourth. And that's the entire problem. That's how you do that particular problem. Real simple, changing to scientific notation. Now it gets a little trickier when you got this little tiny number. And let's see if I can read that number like a big boy. I don't know if I can or not. It's a lot of decimal places, but I'm gonna try. That's tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10 thousandths, 100 thousandths, millions. So that would be read, if I read that correctly, as 56 millionths. Well, we can write that in scientific notation by, again, getting it to be a number between 1 and 10 times a multiple of 10. So we're going to change, not a multiple of 10, a power of 10. We're going to change this 0.000056 to 5.6. And then we're going to multiply that times 10 to the, and because it's a really small number, 56 millionths is a very, very, very small number. And I define small number as any number that is between 0 and 1. But because it's a very small number, it's going to have a negative power of 10 because we're multiplying it by a very small number. So we're multiplying it by like millionths. So we're going to count how many places we move the decimal, but this time we moved it, instead of moving it right to put it in scientific notation, we moved it left. So we're going to count how many places we moved it. You know, I said that exactly backwards. We're going to move it right. See, for me, I pointed this way, which for me is left. But for you, it's right. So we're actually moving it right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We moved it 5 places to the right. And try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So that's 5.6 times 10 to the negative fifth would give us 0.0000000056. All right, those are the two first examples of just changing the scientific notation. And now I'm going to do 2 more examples, one of multiplying within scientific notation and one of dividing within scientific notation. But I need a new poster board. So we're going to take this one down, and voila, we have the 2 examples all set up for us already. So when we multiply a number that's in scientific notation by another number that's in scientific notation, all we really have to do is multiply the decimal parts together, and then we're going to multiply the 10 to the power part together too. But remember, when you multiply 10 to the power times 10 to another power, all you really have to do is add the exponents. So it's kind of neat, kind of easy. It's a lot easier than it looks. What you don't do is use FOIL here, because it's not A plus B times C plus D. It's not that, because those are not plus signs. Those are multiplication symbols. So we're just going to take the number on the left, 8.0 times 10 to the third, and we're going to multiply by 1.28 times 10 to the sixth by multiplying 8.0 times 1.28. So we're going to do 8.0 times 1.28. Now, I could do that if I wanted to. I could show off and do that math, but instead, I'm going to use my handy-dandy TI-84 Plus Silver Edition because I remembered to bring one home with me from school. but if you didn't, I'm sure you have a calculator on your phone. So I got 10.24 when I multiply those two numbers together. 10.24. So I'm going to have 10.24 for my decimal part times 10 to the. Now to get the exponent, I'm going to do 10 to the third times 10 to the sixth. And that's 10 to the ninth, because I did 3 plus 6 and got 9. Now the problem, I got to stay in scientific notation, and that's not scientific notation. It's not scientific notation because that is greater than 10. So I have to move this decimal one place to the left, and now it's 1.024 times 10 to the, okay, now this is tricky. I had 10, and now I have 1, and so to get it back to the same degree, I got to add 1 to the degree of the exponent here, and so it's times 10 to the 10th. So 10.24 times 10 to the 9th is the same as 1.024 times 10 to the 10th, and that is the right answer. So in order to multiply numbers that are in scientific notation, we multiply the decimal parts, get the decimal answer, then we add the exponents in the powers of 10 part. Pretty simple. It's a lot simpler than it looks. And then the last one, dividing. Okay, dividing's not really that much harder than the adding. We're going to divide 5.5 by 5.3. And again, I'm going to use this guy for that very hard mathematics. 5.5 divided by 5.3. Bingo, bongo. I got 1.037777. I'm going to round that to 1.038, if you guys don't mind. We'll say that's equal to 1.038. Now, to get the exponent part, it's going to be times 10 to something. So I got to look at -1 and 2. And let's see. Who remembers how to divide when you got the same bases? Right, you subtract the exponents. Great job, way to go. And -1 minus 2 is -3. -1 minus 2 is yeah, that's right. This is the final answer. We subtracted these. Up here we added them. Down here we subtract them. So we're dividing the decimal part and we're subtracting the exponents, and then bam, we got the answer. Now, hopefully, those 4 examples are going to help you a lot on today's couple of handouts. You have 2 handouts to work on today. I hope these 4 examples help you get through that. And I hope you enjoyed my my video. I got my own YouTube channel now. I'm pretty excited about. And so I'm going to download this video to Schoology here in a minute. Okay, bye-bye. Have a great day.